Greetings, Cleveland, and welcome to Conversations with Cal, the show that initiates engaging conversation. I'm your host, Cornell Calhoun III, and today our conversation centers around the 100 Black men of Greater Cleveland Incorporated. And here to tell us more about this game-changing organization is the Vice Chair, Mr. James W. Wade III. Mr. Wade,
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Wade, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Let's start a conversation.
I'm ready.
Who are the 100 Black men of Greater Cleveland?
100 Black Men of Greater Cleveland is part of the world's largest Black mentoring organization. We have 105 chapters nationally. We're international. We have chapters in London, the Caribbeans, and Judge Michael Nelson, back in the day, in 1997, felt the need to start the Cleveland chapter. And we've been going since 1997, and we give scholarships. We have various activities for kids. We do programming, and everything that we do for the kids is absolutely free to the parents.
Now, so the organization was founded in 1997, right?
In Cleveland,
Cleveland.
it was founded in 1963.
Okay.
Mayor David Dinkins and a lot of sports greats, Frank Robinson and a lot of greats, got together and seen the need that young men needed to have men in their life. And they started it in New York in 1963. But Cleveland chapter started in 97.
Got you. So is the national headquarters in Atlanta now?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
And talk about how that came about, because that's kind of like a fascinating story.
Well, it just kept growing. And they said, well, you know, we need to start. It's called 100 Black Men of America.
Got you.
And the men that were together with those chapters said, let's form it. So they formed it, and they picked Atlanta, which was a booming area.
Right.
And they made the headquarters there, and we've been going strong ever since. And like I said, we're steadily growing. I'm on the national board. I serve as a national communications and marketing chair. And we had a board meeting last night, and at the board meeting in December, they're looking to bring in 5 new chapters.
So how many members are there actually for the Greater Cleveland chapter?
Well, do you want paid members or active members? Well, the roll is 66.
Okay.
But we can count on about 40 of them pretty strong.
About 40 of them.
About 40 kind of strong. You know, some get the pen and then they just disappear. But the ones that's committed and wants to help young men, and, you know, in our collegiate part, we have women too.
Okay.
So they really put in the time and give back.
So now how are the members selected? What's that process like?
Well, the first thing you have to have is a referral from a member. And somebody has to come and say, hey, I think Mr. Calhoun would be a great fit for the 100. They write a letter for you. Then the membership committee would get with you. You fill out your application. You have to have a background check because we deal with kids.
Right.
And that, you know, we charge you for that. And then if everything's okay, we ask you to volunteer a little bit. So the other guys can get to know you, meet you. Plus, that's our commitment to see if you're really interested in coming out and doing things.
Now, what are some of the programs that are available for Cleveland youth?
Well, we have quite a few. We have one that we call Let's Get Fit. So you can understand that's a fitness thing we do with the YMCA. And the young men can come out there and they work out. And we practice having our mentors bring the mentees. So that's that bonding time that they have, plus being healthy and working out. We also have one main thing that I'm proud of. Every third Saturday, we do a Saturday Academy out at Tri-C Eastern Campus. We have about 60 strong every third Saturday. And in the midst of that, we do various other activities. We go golfing, we take them fishing, we take them rowing, and, just so many positive things we do. Another program we had that we invented during COVID was called Walk a Mile with a Child, where we just take them to the park and walk and talk to them about life and different things. And you would be surprised how many kids in the inner city didn't even know about Lake Erie or where it was. So, we just try to do so much. We have books, crooks, and rooks, where we reading one part, teach them how to cook, and then we teach them how to play chess.
Talk about the mentoring program for a minute. I was really impressed with that program.
Well, the mentoring program is, just like I said, it's a big facet of the training of the young, your young mentee. You help them all through life, whether it's tutoring, taking them to events, school, work, everything. Like my mentee is about to graduate, so I'm trying to get him scholarships. We're visiting colleges together, and we're just doing all kind of things. So, that's the cornerstone of the 100 Black Men.
The mentoring program.
The mentoring. We have what they call 4 pillars. That's education, health and wellness, economic empowerment, and mentoring. But mentoring is what the organization was built off of.
Right. And we have a clip. We have a video clip of one of the mentees talking about the organization. I want to share with the audience. So here's a clip from one of the mentees talking about the program, the 100 Black Men of Greater Cleveland. Let's take a look.
What does it mean for you to be a part of, be connected to the 100?
So for me, being part of the 100 is a lot more than just, going up there saying the affirmation. Because, be honest with you, they kind of saved me from a bad place I was in, kind of the area I was in. So kind of, they got me together, So it's a program, it's free. That's one of the things, it's free.
He said it's free. It's that part for me. It's free.
Yeah. So another part is your mentor, when you're assigned a mentor, that is a life, I can't say, for a lot of people lifelong, but my mentor is a lifelong mentor for me, So it's really just been a part of where I've had my ups and downs. I've had high ups, I've had low downs. But I can say the one thing out of like the walk a miles, the national conventions, out of all the stuff, the gala for me is the time where I can actually express myself to the people. Like what it does for me.
And tell the people thank you.
Thank y'all. Because I thank y'all for all the stuff that, because without y'all, this wouldn't be possible.
Okay.
Well, that's my mentor right there. That's Dr. Smooth.
Come on, mentor.
Come on, that's Dr. Smooth.
Several mentor, thank you.
Yes, a pleasure. Great.
Man, right here. So it's, I kind of just like thank y'all for, helping us, because without y'all, it probably wouldn't be 100. So, yeah, it's kind of my idea on the 100 and everything.
Well, congrats on being one of the MCs for the night. What, you said you go to St. Martin de Porres?
Yes, sir.
What grade?
Ninth
grade.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay, well, man, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll see you all real soon inside the gala.
Yeah.
All right.
That was great, Mr. Wade, because I actually have an intern who attends St. Martin de Porres.
Okay.
And so how many of those mentees stay with the mentors for a long period of time?
Mostly all of them. Our other slogan is mentoring across a lifetime. So, when they graduate out of our program, the mentor still talks with them. We've got a couple kids in Cleveland State, got some at Ohio State, and we still talk to them. And then when they come home, they're active and giving back their self. And they're not actually mentors, but we look at it as a younger person dealing with youth. So they listen to them a little better than they will a 66-year-old man like me. But, so it's great to see that. And, they give their stories on how the program helped them in life and everything. And, we just got so many testimonials Just a short one right quick, and I don't mean to tie up the time.
No, let it go.
But what happened is we wanted to take them rowing down on Lake Erie this year. So the one guy was like, I don't want to get in the water. I'm scared. I don't want to get in. But the other young men came and said, we got you. Come on. Come on. Young man got in, did a great job, went back to his school and asked that they have a rowing program. Went out for it, made the team, and all of that came from him just stepping out on faith and getting in there with his friends.
That's a great story.
Yes.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that Black youth face today, would you say?
Peer pressure. That's why we try to start at 8 years old. We're trying to reach them and get to them before they can get that gun in their hand. Because once they're in the streets like that and the peer pressure that they have, and the guys tell them, you can go rob this, rob that, So we're trying to get them. And I think that's their biggest fear, is just dealing with the peer pressure, because the gangs make them feel like they got a family. Because some of the houses, I won't say all, lack that stability for them.
How do you think the mission, since you've been involved with it for so long, how do you think the mission over the years has evolved? And what changes have you witnessed in participating yourself?
Well,
what would you say?
I witnessed from a mild group of young men to, I don't want to use the term loose, but in this day and age, the young people are different than they were 10 years ago.
Right.
And I chalk it up to a numerous of things. I think it's the family at home. I think they don't get enough attention at home. I think that's why our dropout rate is so high, because the parents are working 2-3 jobs trying to survive and not really paying attention to them. Now, that's not every household. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. But, you've got some single parents that they make time, like my mother did. See, she came home, I had to go to the kitchen table while she cooked, tell her about homework, my day, everything, which I don't think a lot of families have that anymore. It's the old saying about sitting around at the dinner table.
Right.
How many families sit together at the dinner table? Right. So I just think over the years, the whole mentality of raising kids have changed. So I think it becomes a challenge, because some stuff they're missing at the house, they're looking for in the street.
What do you enjoy most about being a part of this wonderful organization?
Seeing the positive outcomes. I love seeing that young man that his mother forced to come to the mentoring program with his mouth poked out. I don't want to be here. And then 3 meetings later, he's overjoyed, he's happy, he's feeling like he's been there for 20 years. But then to see them call, one guy called me the other day, he said, Mr. Wade, I wasn't gonna go to college, but you've been talking to me about going to college, and I've started applying to college. That makes me feel good. I mean, I don't have a big head, but it's just knowing you made a difference in somebody's life in a positive way.
Talk about your upcoming event, the gala. What's that about?
The gala is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And you heard me talk earlier about being able to do all these programs free to the kids and parents. And that's the thing that I like, is people come out to the gala. They love to dress up.
We love to dress up.
Yeah, we love to dress up. So they come out to the gala. The 100, our signature for the gala, we wear white tuck jackets. So they know us, and people look forward to that every year. But that's also the place we give our scholarships out. The new members, we pin them in front of their family and friends and everybody. And all of the businesses have participated to help promote the programs. So we try to showcase our mentees at the gala. We use them as youth MCs. They read off the script, they do the MCs, they use escorts, they host their hostesses. They stand on the floor, they have an affirmation that they read out loud. They memorize it and do it out loud. And, you know, it's just a great, great event.
And when is this event?
The event is this year, Saturday, December 14th, at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Independence. And you still got time to get your tickets.
And it's open to the public?
It's open to the public. Tickets, I've got an early bird special going right now for $150. After November 28th, it will then go to $175.
Now, if someone was interested in buying a ticket, do they just go to your website? Or?
Yes, they go to our website at www.100blackmencle.org.
And give me that again, and we'll put it on the board.
www.100blackmencle.org.
Great. Question. Now, do you have like town hall meetings for the members to get together and talk about various issues?
We don't call it town hall meetings. We call it buddy chats.
Okay, buddy chats, yeah.
And we get together and just chop it up, talk about life, different things, challenges they have maybe with their mentees. And, you know, we just had something Saturday. We try to support Black establishments, and we had a breakfast on Shaker Square at the Breakfast Club. And that's what we said. This is not a program. It's not an activity. We just go meet there, get together, and just chat.
And then what do you call it? Not a town hall. What do you call it?
Buddy chat.
Buddy chat. Yeah, I think I have a video of a very profound recent buddy chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got that clip. Let's take a look at the buddy chat.
3, 2, 1.
It's a fundamental political question, right? Do we blame the non-voter for not voting, or do we blame ourselves for not reaching out to them, encouraging them, and empowering them?
Both. Okay.
It's a little bit of both, right? It's a combination of both. But
a lot of the things is resources.
Resources.
It's not that the resources are not available. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to find them. They don't know what direction it takes to get
Why?
them. Because it's not in their place.
messengers that we're putting out, they Glorilla, they Fat Joe, the same people he just told us not to listen to. So we are in a conflicted situation.
Okay.
How do we get to the critical information? How are we empowering Antonio and other business owners and judges to be in our faces the same way that Glorilla
I did
is?
not say don't listen to them. I said the ones who are not speaking the truth. There's a big difference.
Okay.
I did. That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
You tried to be cute and say something different.
It's not cute. I ain't never been cute now. I ain't never been cute. I ain't never moved my shoulders.
I believe influence is so important. If you want to bring up influences, it's no different than Donald Trump using Kid Rock, all these other people to try to get people to vote for him. So don't act as if don't act as if it's like a one-sided argument. That's no more.
What's up, y'all? It's Quentin James with the Collective Pack. Tonight was the first Real Men Vote Barbershop Talk. It was amazing. So glad we were here meeting with brothers about this really important election coming up in 2024. If you're not already, make sure you register to vote. Make sure you know who your leaders are. You can hold them accountable or vote for new leaders this coming election season. Thank y'all so much for being here.
So who are some of the collaborators, some of your partners that help with the sponsorship of 100 Black Men of Greater Cleveland?
We've got quite a few, the Cleveland Foundation, PNC Bank, Erie Bank, First Energy, Provider Ride. Oh man, there's so many.
So many.
St. Luke's Foundation. Who am I missing? Dollar Bank. That's why I say we got so many, but it's, we appreciate all of them helping out in what they can. And, some just provide resources for us. Most of them provide the financial support.
And how can someone support the organization other than financial? Is there any way to be mentors or?
Yes, we're always looking for volunteers. Anyone can volunteer. You don't have to be a member to volunteer. All you have to do is go to our website, again, fill out the volunteer form, and we'll call and get in contact with you. And you're welcome to give us any kind of resources that you would love to,
Do you have a headquarters? Headquarters?
We've got our office in the Mount Pleasant Now building, 13815 Kinsman, Cleveland, Ohio, 44120. And the number is 216-354-0896.
What motivates you to continue this work? Because I know you've been at it a long, long time.
Well, like I said, I think the need is great. And I wish we could touch every young man in the city of Cleveland that needs it. But I just enjoy giving back. I came up in a household that's all I seen. My mother and father giving back all the time. And I think it's in my DNA. But I just enjoy working with kids. We think we're better than them, but sometimes if you just sit down and talk to kids, you can learn a lot, especially in what's going on in this day and age. I'm not a TikToker, but that's what they do. That's what they like. And they look at this, Mr. Wade, and they enjoy that. And I just enjoy interacting with them. I'm a people person, and these kids gives me that youth every day.
Brother Wade, I wanna touch on something. How do you think you're able to mentor kids, youth, and have a long-term relationship? What causes that to happen?
Well,
do you think, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I can speak for me. I think it's the way you treat people. And I was always raised to treat people the way you want to be treated. And if you don't make the kid feel that he's inadequate or you're above him or you're better than him, and you just have a relationship, you build that relationship with him. It's just like a job. If your boss treats you right, you want to work for him. You want to give your all. So I think that's the same way that I found out for me with the kids. And like I said, the first couple times they don't want to be there, but you keep getting them, and you keep talking to them, and they get comfortable with you, and they start opening up. And once they gain your trust, the world is yours, and they enjoy that. My mentee now, he'll text me or call me before I get to call him. Mr. Wade, I had a great day at school. I aced my state test. I did,
Right.
And he's excited now. His mother told me when I first got him, he wouldn't open up to nobody. He wouldn't talk. He would not. And he mentioned that to me a little later down the road. But now he's nonstop. So I said, for a person that didn't want to talk to people, I'm going to have you be the MC for one of the MCs for the gala this year. And he's excited, so.
That's great. What's your vision for the organization? Where do you want to see it go and grow?
What I like to see is for us to get to a place where we can buy our own building, have our own facility, where we could do multiple events, programs, all in our own space without worrying about, can somebody let me be here? Can somebody rent this? Can somebody do this? And I would just love to see the programs that we offer grow, where we've got, it may sound like exaggeration, 500 in the program. We've got enough men that we can spread around, but the more kids that we get, the more the need would be. So we would intake more men to become members to help with this. So I would really love to see us grow in that area.
And how do you measure success? How do you know when you're reaching the youth in a manner in which you like?
Well, like I said, when you hear kids talk about how they did in school when they didn't like school, when you see them go from a D student to at least a B student, when you see them having problem reading, but at the end of the year, they can read the book with no problem. You know, we're starting a book club. One of the mentees just brought this up last week and said, you know, Mr. Wade, I think we'd be good if the mentees had a book club and then we can have a discussion about it. And so I like that because this is a mentee getting another group of his peers to open up and talk. And so I think once they start talking and feel comfortable amongst everything, it helps because word of mouth is the best medicine. See, he'll go tell his buddy, man, you ought to come to this program with me. You know, I've got a guy now, that's what he does. Each time he comes, he's bringing somebody. So, you know, that helps it grow. So, you know, you can see the success and you can measure it and say, man, I remember when he couldn't read the first paragraph. Now he can read the whole book. Man, I remember when he was scared to open his mouth and speak. Now he can stand in front of the group and talk his whole life. You know, so you can see all of the positive success that way.
Doing great work. Great work.
We appreciate it.
So thanks for being on the show, Mr. Wade.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. I love your outfit.
Hey, man.
Hey, that's the representing the Mighty Scarabs. And, you know, I appreciate it. I don't know if the camera can get his shoes, y'all, but he got it going on. So, and I would like to say this on film before we close, that the great work that you do, we would like to invite you to come out and talk to our kids one time if you find time to do that.
I'll find the time. I'll find the time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for watching. I'm Cornell Calhoun III for TV20 and Conversations with Cal. And remember, if you don't like what's being said, change the conversation.